It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, it's a brand new day. It's a brand new week. It is a brand new month, May 1st. Shout out to all of us May babies. Shout out to all us Tauruses. It is our time to shine, and it is the Geno Jones Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday, unless otherwise stated. Now, Wednesday we may have a different start time. See if the Memphis, they got their ass beat. If our South Carolina Stingrays can go to a game 7, or if necessary, I'll be emceeing that hockey game, and so the Geno Jones Show will have an earlier start time. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, normal start time, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. You and everybody you know, everybody that you love, everybody that you like, folks you ain't that really crazy about them, folks you can't stand, folks you hate, strangers, aliens from outer space. Tell them all. This is must-see TV. And I want to shout out everybody that went back and binge watched. They went back and binge watched all my back episodes. I looked at my numbers over the weekend. Wow. So a lot of you guys went back and watched a Friday show, a Thursday show, Wednesday show, last Tuesday and Monday. So I thank you. So continue to binge watch all my back episodes. Continue to tell everybody, as my man Nelly would say, tell everybody. This is it. You got to check it out. You got to see it to believe it. So let me start off this weekend. Like you had the NFL draft, and shout out. So the first 4 players that were drafted in the first round were black quarterbacks. You had my man Bryce Young. He was drafted by the Carolina Panthers, just right up the road there in Charlotte. And then you had C.J. Stroud, a kid that played at, now, of course, in case you don't know, Bryce Young played at the University of Alabama. Then C.J. Stroud, he played at Ohio State University. Let me get it right. The Ohio State University. He was a star there. As a matter of fact, he almost single-handedly beat the national college football champions, Division I, which were the Georgia Bulldogs. C.J. Stroud was drafted by the Houston Texans. They now have a black head coach who signed, I believe, at least a 5 or 6 year contract, 5 years for certain, because I think it was 6 years actually, because the last 2 black coaches they had, literally, in consecutive years. So this is the 3rd straight year that the Houston Texans hired a black head coach, but the last 2 coaches they fired after 1 year because the team was lousy, no talent. The McNair family that owns the Houston Texans, the patriarch, Mr. Bob McNair, there's no secret about his racism and some really racist statements he made, especially back when the George Floyd protests were going on. And then what's the brother's name? Anthony Richardson. He was a star at the University of Florida. He was drafted by the Indianapolis Colts. So there was a time to where even black men, the NFL, the owners, and the coaches, they wouldn't even let black men play quarterback. Warren Moon, one of the greatest quarterbacks, one of the most underrated quarterbacks. People talk about the greats. Put some respect on Warren Moon. He had to go in the late 70s. He was great. He dominated in the Rose Bowl. Had to go to Edmonton, play in Canada, and won 5 straight, not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4. 5 straight championships. Even your boy Tom Brady didn't do that. 5 straight championships in the CFL. Then he came to the NFL. Really, he was good. He was great at times, but he still wasn't the dude that won 5 straight Grey Cups. So just imagine if he would have came to the NFL, right out of college. He played at the University of Washington, but I digress. So much for the history lesson. So just the fact that three of the top 4 players that were drafted in the first round were black quarterbacks. We'll take it. The NFL still got a long way to go. Now, when we get like 3 more, well, first, when we get 3 black owners, because we don't have any. So it'd be nice to get 1, but if we can get 3 or 4 black owners, majority owners, and hopefully we can have a different conversation. So Friday night, I got to shout out my Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron and Anthony Davis, who played like he's from the south side of Chicago, which he is, where I was born and raised. South side and Chicago, straight ballers. Dwayne Wade, south side. Isaiah Thomas, west side. A.D. Anthony Davis, south side, Chicago. There's so many great ballers out of Chicago. Quentin Richardson, Corey Maggette, just too many. Mark Aguirre, who was a star back in the 80s. Him and Isaiah Thomas were real tight. They both grew up on the west side in Cape Town. So anyway, and happy birthday, Isaiah turned 62 on yesterday. Happy birthday, Zeke. And so LeBron, Friday night, they beat the Memphis Grizzlies by 40 points. So here's a quick backstory. So this kid named Dylan Brooks, talking a lot of ish. But really his game, he don't really have a game to back it up. So he decided, he said, as in his words, he likes to poke the bear. Talking about LeBron. Yeah, I like poking the bear. Where the bear ate your ass, even though you play for the Grizzlies, but the bear, i.e. LeBron James, ate your ass. And then all of a sudden, Dylan Brooks, when they were winning, oh man, he's chirping. He is chirping. Oh, he's like a parakeet. He's just chirping. When he lost, quiet as a church mouse. You could hear a rat piss on cotton. It was so quiet. Nothing to say. When they got blown out by 40 points Friday night, Dylan Brooks, who could use a good dermatologist, nothing to say. Because he said LeBron is too old. He can't do nothing with me. He can't do nothing to me. I don't respect nobody unless they put 40 on me. Well, one game he got 22 points and 20 rebounds, LeBron did, Dylan Brooks. So that was 42. So he put 42 on your ass. And it blew you out by 40. Since you don't respect nobody that doesn't get 40, score 40 points on you. Well, they blew you out by 40. Which is why your tail cut and ran, didn't even have the guts, wasn't man enough to even stand in front of the reporters and say, okay, you know what? Hey, I was talking a lot of trash. There's nothing wrong with that, but you got to be able to back it up. Muhammad Ali said, it ain't bragging if you can back it up or bag it up. But you didn't bag it up. Not at all. Or your team. And your team paid for it. Now, let's talk about another player that some younger brothers in the NBA said he was old. Y'all didn't know Steph Curry heard that, did you? Sacramento Kings got a lot of young talent. Shout out to this kid, De'Aaron Fox. I've heard a lot about him from my man Andre Russell out in Los Angeles. Dre played with his dad, De'Aaron Fox's dad, who had a nice game, I hear. The Lakers should have drafted you, De'Aaron Fox, and I know you wanted to go there. I know you did. I know for a fact that you wanted to go there. Magic, that's when you blew, bro. Lonzo Ball. I got it. I know he's from L.A. and he was the star at UCLA, but man, he ain't even playing. He's not even with the Lakers. Hell, he got traded to the Bulls from New Orleans. He didn't play all season, but I digress. It's not Sports Center. It's the Geno Jones Show. So you had some dudes on Sacramento Kings that was talking a lot of trash. Game 7 yesterday. Steph Curry, 50 points. Never been done in a Game 7 in any playoffs in the NBA in the history of the NBA, no player has ever scored 50, the big nickel, 50 points in a game 7? Man, y'all let this dude, y'all let a dude 6'2" single-handedly. Now, he's not like your normal 6'2" basketball player. He's the greatest shooter ever. But man, Mike Brown, dude, you got to get the ball out of his hands. You got to trap. Look, y'all got to trap him when he take the ball out of bounds, 94 feet. But you know, and Mike Brown, you coach Steph. You coached under Steve Kerr, got championships. You seen Steph win championships when you were an assistant with the Golden State Warriors. So you, of all people, knew that Steph could bust your ass for 50 in Game 7, and you let it happen. I digress. So shout out to Steph Curry. So see, be careful. Be careful, young boys. Y'all be careful what you're doing. Don't let your mouth write a check that your ass can't cash. Dylan Brooks, Sacramento Kings. LeBron's too old. Steph Curry wasn't too old to score 50 points in Game 7. So shout out to Steph Curry. And I want to shout out to brother named Roy Wood Jr. He is a really funny, smart, intelligent, but funny comedian. His dad, Roy Wood Sr., was a legendary newsman in Chicago at one of the greatest radio stations, regardless of format, one of the most iconic radio stations in the history of America, WVON. The voice of the Negro, that's what VON stood for. Legendary station, legendary staff. And Roy Wood Sr., Roy Wood was the news director and the newsman. So his son, Roy Wood Jr., is one hell of a comedian. So he hosted the White House Correspondents' Dinner. They do it every year. And you have like a bunch of writers. They'll pick a comedian to be like the main MC and host. And he'll have a team of writers. And they probably worked on this monologue for a couple months at least, if not longer. But man, Roy Wood, you shut it down, bro. Shut it down. Absolutely shut it down. I loved it. It was so many. I'm not even going to try to repeat the jokes. I don't want to mess them up. But the one that really got me, so in France, so you had people in France literally like rioting in the street because the French government, they wanted to raise the retirement age from 62 to 64. But here in America, you got an 80-year-old man that's begging to work 4 more years, talking about President Joe Biden. So that was pretty funny. So my timing was pretty good on that one, Roy. You be proud of me. I didn't screw up the joke, but it was really funny. So shout out to my man, Roy Wood Jr. from Comedy Central. Hello to the execs at Comedy Central. If you all are not going to give me the job to replace Trevor Noah, which you should, because I'm the king, not the king, the king of MCs, you need to give it to Roy Wood Jr. The brother is hilarious, funny as hell. That should have been his audition right there. The White House Correspondents' Dinner, that's your reel. So, hey, Roy, that's your demo reel right there. So the execs at Comedy Central. Now, if you're watching this show, you one of the many people that binge watch one of my episodes, and you call me and say, hey, G, would you like to be the host to replace Trevor Noah? Then holler at me. But if you're not going to holler at me, then you need to holler at Roy Wood Jr. because the brother is hilarious. So shout out to Roy Wood. He killed it. Go back and watch it on YouTube. You'll find it. He roasted everybody. He roasted Dick Cheney real good. Just go watch it. You got to check it out. Shout out to everybody that's watching me live. Shout out to everybody that's part of the conversation in my chat room live going on right now. Shout out to my number one fan, my mother, my executive producer, my publicist, PR director, Mary Dixon. Thank you, Mother. I love you more than life itself, and you know that. Happy birthday, Tisha Campbell of Mary. 40. She's the younger sister. So, you got Erica and Tisha. Tisha is 49 today, and Darius McQuarrie. So if you were a fan of the show, remember Family Matters, show in the 90s? It was Reginald Vale Johnson. He played the dad, who they brought this character back to be in all these commercials. Is it a Geico commercial? He's in some kind of commercial. I think it's a Geico or some kind of insurance commercial. Insurance company that he's the brand ambassador. So Darius McQuarrie played like the son, Eddie Winslow, on Family Matters. So Darius McQuarrie, 47 today. And like I said, Isaiah Thomas, happy birthday, Zeke. Turned 62 on Sunday. Shout out to all my Tauruses celebrating birthdays. All right, listen up. Big birthday celebration. I'm having a day party this year. So I'd love for you to come on down to Charleston. Hang out with your man. All right? As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to tape some of it, and we'll show it on the show. But a big day party celebration. All my Tauruses. All the May babies. So Geminis, you can get in on this action too. It's going to be May 20th, which is a Saturday, which is my actual birthday. It's going to be at this venue called La Creme, 8440 Dorchester Road, from 4 in the afternoon until 8. It's a day party. Shout out to DJ D Nice, DJ Tantrum, DJ Coob, DJ Don Breeze. They are blessing me for my birthday. They said, G, for your birthday present, we'll get on those Seratos, on those turntables for you. We'll give you an hour of our magic on the Seratos, on the 1 and 2s for your birthday. They're gonna comp me for my birthday, or it won't be a comp. That's my gift. They won't be charging me what they would normally charge somebody. But like I said, I broke it up. I said, just bless me with an hour, man, of your magic on the Seratos. They said, we got you, G. So I want to thank DJ D Nice, DJ Tantrum, DJ Coob, and DJ Don Breeze. And shout out to DJ Ish. She wanted to be a part of it, but her husband's birthday is on May 20th, like mine. So Ish, you and your husband, come on down. It's a big Taurus celebration. His birthday is on mine, so we know the brothers. Look, he's great. Come on. What can I say? So 8440 Dorchester Road, come on down. It's going to be the ultimate day party. We're going to do like chicken and waffle, little like day party buffet. It's going to be straight fire, y'all. You don't want to miss that, all right? So we're going to be good. Come on down. So buy your plane ticket now. Drive on down. Take some time off. Make sure you got that Saturday off. Take that PTO, personal time off, whatever you got to do. Switch schedules with one of your coworkers so you can have that weekend off. Come down and celebrate with your man. I'd greatly appreciate it. We're going to turn up. It's going to be amazing. Because that's how we do it. What did my man Montel Jordan say? This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Absolutely. All right, everybody. That's the show for today. Once again, I want to thank everybody that went back and binge watched all my back episodes from last week. The viewership was amazing. I had to do a double take. This morning I looked at the numbers. I was like, wow, huh? Amazing. So one of the fastest growing shows on YouTube. Shout out to Quinetha Frazier, a big supporter of the Geno Jones Show. Thank you, Q, for believing in me, believing in the show, the vision, and just thank you for your assist in assisting the growth of the Geno Jones Show, and sponsorship and advertising and all that. So, and shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show, and he is the official sponsor for the Geno Jones day party the birthday party celebration. You got it? Birthday party celebration. How about that? He is the CEO of Designer Cuts here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro. You can check him out on Instagram. Kel B Cutting Up. KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones. She is the drip director. She is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Also, it's going to be She is a fashion designer, a fashion design major at my alma mater, Columbia College, Chicago. They're having a huge fashion show. So Allie is part of a team that will have their line of clothes in this big fashion show at Columbia College, Chicago. Just go to Columbia College's website, Columbia College, Chicago. Just do a Google search, and it's this Saturday. So go and support these young designers. Go and support this very talented young African-American woman fashion designer who is the next big thing on top of being a supermodel on top of it. You can check out Allie Jones on Instagram, lx.ncl _ is that little dash below. lx.ncl _ And shout out to Bruce Gage, also a wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. He is the CEO of Miglio di Mario Uomo, so that's his personal private clothing line, the Mario Uomo collection. That's his. Then he also has designers, some hot new designers as a matter of fact, he just came back from Europe. He's got some fashions that really are like a year and a half, 2 years ahead of what you're going to see in the stores. Italy, France, Germany, and all throughout Europe. So check out Bruce Gage on Instagram. It's Miglio di Mario Uomo. Also, the Flyball Collection. So the Flyball Collection is the officially licensed Negro League baseball apparel line. It's amazing. So check Bruce Gage out and see all of that at Miglio di Mario Uomo, MIGILIODIMARIOUOMO. So MIGILIODIMARIOUOMO. Miglio di Mario Uomo. For those who want to support the Geno Jones Show, you want to be a sponsor, you want to advertise, you just want to support the show, and my media company, Geno Media, people have been asking, Geno, give us your Cash App. And as a matter of fact, I need to post that too. It's $ Dad G Jones. So it's $ capital D, lowercase AD, capital G, capital J, lowercase ONES. $ capital D, lowercase AD, all one word, capital G, capital H, capital G, capital J, capital G, capital J, ONES. Dad G Jones on Instagram, and on Zelle, just Geno Jones. You'll find me. All right. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be on Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday will probably be a special start time. I'll confirm that tomorrow. It will be, if it's a different time, it'll be 5 p.m. Eastern. So either special early start time, which will be 5 p.m. Eastern, or if not, if there's no Game 7 here in Charleston with our South Carolina Stingrays hockey team, then our regular start time of 6:30 will be in effect. Until then, I want to thank each and every one of you, and especially you for watching. God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. And until tomorrow, or later today, depending on if you're not watching me live, whenever you're watching it, until Tuesday, May 2nd, the birthday of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, celebrating a birthday tomorrow. We'll talk about that on tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I love you so much, each and every one of you. And as always, be blessed. Pray for peace.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.